is. Killing spree. Dominating. Killing spree. Killing spree. Killing spree. Dominating. Killing spree. Killing spree. Dominating.
All right, perfect. All right, looks good to me.
Killing spree. Dominating.
Well, I appreciate every last one of you guys. Looks like we're going to get started here momentarily. We currently have the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship, fantastic individuals versus the Task Force, which, you know, I think this is going to be, quite honestly, a nice lineup. I was looking over the head count here. In my opinion, I think it's going to be fantastic. Huge cosmetics. I gotta love it. If you look at this, they have the Gondorian armor here with the Fellowship chaps. I gotta admit that's a pretty interesting combo, but definitely whoever put that together, 10 out of 10 for them. It looks incredible. Now the Task Force, they are a formidable group again. Got a lot going on here, so really something to keep in mind, right? There is Russell, D89, Zilla, he's on there, Siege is on there. You know, they just have a good team, right? A lot of familiar faces. Some of them have been around for a hot minute. Also, I see some new faces, so we got Carjacks over here. The Pen's definitely a big crank give up as well. Paprika, oh yeah. Ooh. This is gonna be this is gonna be a fantastic game. So if you guys have not been with me before, I try to keep it fair. I keep it pretty biased. Try to keep it neutral for the most part. I like to see, you know, how everything develops, how it plays out. I'm not really, you know, don't have any favoritism one way or the other. I'm independent. So don't worry, you guys. I'm not going to be commentating, you know, from a negative connotation, because honestly, it could go either way. So we're gonna have to see how it plays out. But definitely, they are among the prettiest individuals out there. I'm just a big Lord of the Rings fan, so to see them out there is fantastic. And as you guys already know, this draft season is going to come out to be, in my opinion, one of the nicest ones that we've had. A lot of great faces here, especially at HDL. HDL is a fantastic organization. So if this is y'all's first time, I gotta say welcome. You know, they've been very kind to me over the last couple seasons, so I'm very excited to see all that. And again, you have a lot of the fantastic same people, right? I mean, Templars, Golden Phantoms, like obviously they got new names, but we can see some familiar ones like the Detroit Waivers, right? Midland Farmers. You know, Wi-Fi Bills is still in the game, you know, so that's gonna be a huge development as the season progresses. So it looks like we're loading up and getting started. Hopefully. Let's just do a quick little pulse check here. Yeah, let's just do a quick little. Yeah, perfect. Now, I think it's going to play out extremely well. There's a lot that I do like about this. Some things, you know, we're going to have to see. But again, oh my lord, what a beautiful map. It's an incredible map. This is ran by Task Force. Okay, I can see it. Definitely an amazing one. Ooh, look at that. HDL, man, that's an incredible logo we got there. Same with BMG Hostings, your #1 hosting provider. Fantastic individuals. So definitely going to be seeing how this plays out. Again, I don't want to give it up. I just want to see how it plays out from the beginning. I don't want to give out too much names, right? Task Force is here on the left. Obviously, you know, I don't think that one takes much to, you know, get figured out. But again, I'm very impressed. I think this is going to be fantastic. There's a lot to like. So let's see. I definitely think, in my experience, right, going up against Paprika and all them, you have some incredible fighters. So definitely with all this new blood, it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out. Obviously, you know, Task Force is a newer face, right? Got a lot going on here. Got some familiar faces on the names, but again, still very, very huge. We'll need to work on getting that figured out for next time. So, scoreboard's awfully large. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, but we'll work with it. But an incredible map, hands down, a stunning map. I'm very, very impressed, especially as an avid Rust player myself. I think this is a very big one. Same with the MW2 Rust map. Wonderful. Okay, here we go. I think we're gonna be starting here in about 20 seconds. So I know there's a lot of people getting ready here. And again, I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed to see how it plays out. Now, I think for the biggest thing is here, right? I'm seeing a lot of movement going in here on the left-hand side, right? Now, that's all right. In my opinion, it's gonna be coming up pretty tight here. I know we're just waiting for the R's in chat. I see a lot of highly motivated individuals. I'm curious. I mean, there's a lot that could go wrong here, right? Diggy's out here in the mid. Diggy's a huge player. Definitely heavy hitter for sure. So let's see here. Just a stunning arm. I'm honestly, I would love it if they had the spears. Yes, I would definitely say, okay, here we go. We're getting all started. Let's see where we got our first little nibbles here. All right, very, very passive. Very, very. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nope, nope. Who's going to get the first kill? Oh, hyper aggressive out here on the left-hand side. Oh, Paprika got the first kill. Give Up got the second kill out here. Carjacks as well. Currently 3 up, 4 up right now. Oh, heavy hitters in the mid. Task Force took mid. They got 5 up, I think, right now. Well, they're reforming. They got a couple strays. If they don't get the strays, it's going to be a tough game for them. Ooh, not good, not good. The 89 is up with a double kill. He's maintaining it. They're going to have to reform a line here. Was able to get that last straggler. Currently, right now, Lord of the Rings seem like they have the body advantage. Now, do they have the competence? We'll have to find out. Ooh, good opportunity for an up down. Oop, two off. It's a big brawl right here in the mid. It was a good 1v4. 1v4 didn't pan out. Task Force is down. Oh my goodness, that was incredible. Huge plays. There's a lot to digest. We're gonna show off the wings here right now. I try not to give out too much, but you have Sunk and Fires. Fires is pretty good as well. You have Carjacks and Hobbit. Okay, he's panning out pretty good. You got T1. You got Boobert as well. Appreciate the follow. And again, let's take a quick little peek. All right, we have Arya and Russell. Russell, again, is another heavy hitter. You know, a lot of people often don't talk about Russell enough. I think he is one of the most consistent players they have out here. So appreciate every last one of you guys. And as you guys all know, there is a lot going on here. So again, mid is coming up. Mapen's here in mid up against Diggy. Is Diggy's maintaining mid? Yeah, Diggy is as well. So that's going to be one of those where I think Mapen has the advantage. I know Diggy as well. I think Mapen definitely does take it here in the mid. That could be... Oh! Two down. Oh, currently, right? Carjack's leveled it out. Hotspot was a good getting double kill on there. Arya's getting her kills in here. Perfect. Oh, big 3 up by the Lord of the Rings. Okay, they're reforming the line. Currently, right now, the body count goes to Lord of the Rings. I think they're 1 up right now. 1 up or 2 up. I gotta double check here. Oh, mid is not consolidated. Currently 3 up for Lord of the Rings. Ooh, backstabs are coming across the board. Got a 1v3 situation. He's getting bent. Oh, he got the blocks off. Blocks up here on the left-hand side. They did get triple teamed on this one. Back-to-backs. Hotspots in here. Oh, well, ring bear. Oh, it's Reddish. Reddish and Hotspot are fighting it out. Oh, Reddish! Reddish are getting the kills. That's very big. Reddish got 2. Oh. It's a 2v3 situation. He ended up getting killers. That's 3 in a row. Will Reddish be able to get that quad? Oh my goodness, Carjacks ended up clipping Arya. That is a very big one right there. Again, let's go take a quick little peek here at the scoreboard. I'm not too biased, but again, Reddish is 9-0. Carjacks is 5-1. Dublin is 4-1. Flip it over. You got El Dao Bao, which is 4-2. Russell is 4-2. Duke is 4-2 as well. Hotspot is 3-2, not too far behind. Again, let's go look at the bottom here. So heavy head count here. 24 players. Obviously, it's going to be huge head count here. A little bit of a disparity here, but Goom, Gaelon, Jerry's in here. Jerry's in a very consistent face to see out there. We're going to be starting up here in about 10 seconds, right? Obviously, you have Hobbit. Hobbit's very big, right? Lob, J2 Smooth's another good face here. That's another one where I would expect more blocks from. Again, I've seen him around before. You got a Rackus, right? Paul's pretty good. We're going to be going live here just momentarily. Again, it's that huge mid disparity. I definitely will say going in from Mapen. Mapen's a heavy hold on the mid. Wondering where Radish is. Again, Radish is one of those coming up here against Patty and Goobert, Carjacks, Hobbit. Yeah, very big hits. Oh, it's Wisdom, excuse me. Very big hits here across the mid. Right wing is completely collapsed. Same thing on the task force. They were able to mop up their right-hand side as well. Reforming the line here. Definitely a little bit of a gap here. Congested right here on the left-hand side. Little wheel action. A little bit of a kite. We got quad bodies. He went for it. He went for it. J2 Moore, J Moore 21. I got to give him credit. He was able to reach across the line there and snag one, but the bodies aren't there. The line's not there. They got to maintain it. Oh, couple good kills here. Backstabs are coming in. Oh, and it's 1v6. Oh, and they got him, ladies and gentlemen. Again, that was huge, right? So Wisdom is definitely putting in a lot of work here. Let's scroll back up at the top. It's the 89, right? Hotspot. Again, called those already out. Russell as well. That's a huge one, maintaining that right-hand side. If Russell can continue to do that, right, they're going to hold their name into the finish line here. But then you got Reddish, who's 11-0. He's a force to reckon with, right? Carjax is obviously clipping the right-hand side, knocking it down, right? Dublin, J Moore reached across that line hard. The Pens holding that mid hard. Again, these are names that we've already called out. Jerry, again, is another one of those that are hyper-consistent. You know, he's not over the top like Reddish, but I mean, he is always a player. So definitely going to run along the lines here so that way you guys can kind of check it out here. Definitely a huge play out here. And we'll do the flip side here momentarily. Now, again, Jerry's coming over here. This whole right-hand side is just stacked, right? I'm curious to see if we see a shuffle here. Boobert, Siege, Lob. Yeah, again, it's just such a huge disparity. We're going right, and their mid for task force is strong. So I think they're trying to play that out, right? Whereas Lord of the Rings, they're collapsing this left. They're kiting hard. First kill goes to War Orcs. Oh my goodness. Okay. A lot going on here. Mid and the right's going hard here. Let's try to fit everybody in here. A lot going on. Definitely Lord of the Rings took care of the right-hand side. The right connector was overwhelmed here. We got 3 bodies left. We got a couple good trades here. 2 kills off the rip. Russell and Hotspot are fighting to the last breath for sure. Oh, Hotspot, man. Yeah, you know, that's one of those. It's 0-4. And again, it's not really too late in the match. There could be a quick little bit of a shuffle around. We'll see. I'm not seeing too much of a major change here. There is a lot going on, though. So I got to say the right connector, again, is getting demolished, right? So you have Blend Eggs here. You got Anchor. Oh, Anchor Primo. Dude, that whole right side is just nasty. Just nasty. My Pen's in the mid, holding it down. Paprika's shuffled over to the left-hand side here. I think they're trying to offset it. I think they are trying to offset it. We see a lot of shuffling going on over there for Task Force. We'll try to give them a little bit of a slight advantage here. But again, I think they have it. I think they have a lot of potential. There's a lot going on. Definitely one of those. I think that they can play it out very good. Now, again, it's really right here on this right connector. If you guys watch this right connector, hyper aggressive right there from Lord of the Rings. You can see it. Definitely one of those. I'm going to try to get everybody in here. This right-hand side is one to watch from Task Force, and they're not letting it get away today. Lord of the Rings ended up getting 4 kills here. Quad kill, 5 kills. 5 kills are not going to win them the game here. Task Force is maintaining mid. Yeah, I definitely would say that shuffle went to their advantage here. Now, again, something to keep in mind here. Even though that they are getting the kills right over here in the left connector, you cannot end up fighting, you know, like a 4v8 at the end of it. So there's a huge disparity, I think, in my opinion, right? And it's not like there's a huge like kill death ratio gap, right? If you look at the top 5 for each teams, it's fairly balanced. It's not even one-sided. Where you do see the disparity is all the blocking. So you get down to the bottom end, and the blocking is near double over here for Lord of the Rings. So maybe that might be a topic of the conversation, just something that I'm seeing. But again, there's a lot of different eyes here. There's a lot of different stuff going on. I'm very curious. I am very curious to see how this will play out. And again, this left connector is maintaining it, right? Even though their left connector was hyper aggressive, I think they did a little bit of a trickle shuffle. Put more here in the left mid because they were losing left mid. I gotta say, we have to see how this plays out here. Big push by Task Force on the right-hand side. They're leaving that gap open. You know, Ambitious got behind him a little bit. They're 4 up right now by Lord of the Rings. You guys can see this huge line gap right here. Up, backs are there. Got the stab off, didn't get the kill. Right now they're getting clipped up. Oh, big hits. D89 did get a good 360. That was clean. And again, You gotta love it, guys. I mean, there's nothing else that you can say. Both teams are doing a really fantastic job. Curious to see a couple of these new faces here. J2 Smooth, I think, is one of those. Again, he's just not getting his blocks off. I definitely witnessed that when I was watching him there for a second. Again, most of these 0-6s don't have the blocks that on the flip side, they have like 11-6, 4-5. There's just so much more blocks. So I think that's going to be the topic of the conversation. Maybe they got to practice that a little bit. A couple of these new guys could just be popping in and, you know, they're not used to that kind of style combat. I know a lot of the communities are overlapping these days, so definitely something to see. But I know there is a lot of pickup games that have been going on. So if you guys have not participated in part of that, big shout out to all the people that are hosting them. What an incredible team they have here. Definitely something that I'm looking at here on the right-hand side again. Look, he's not even locked in here. Cool is another one, man. He's just being overly patient. I don't see any stabs here. Not fast enough. He did get a clean hit here. Mid is completely collapsed, right, for the task force. I think they got 4 or 5 bodies left here. You know, you're gonna end up in a 3v8 situation, a 1v8 situation here, 1v20, I guess. So it's 0-7 right now, ladies and gentlemen. Task force again has some heavy hitters. It's just not enough to get him over the finish line. So again, I think it's a team disparity, right? And especially when you have Reddish going 15-0. He's landing all of his blocks. Same with Carjack's landing all of his blocks, getting all of his kills off. That's fantastic. Paprika, again, up there as well. Then you have Kintaro, which is new to me, which is fantastic. He's 12-3, right? Jerry, 10-3. Again, give up, 9-5. Almost a given. Iodine here, 7-7. Hot spots, 11-7. You know, D89's 11-7. Russell's 9-8. Duke's coming in here. You got a 70. You got Aria, which is 5-7. Killer Shark, which is new to me. Boobert's new to me. Same with JJ. So it's tough to see it, man. There's a lot going on. It is fantastic. I gotta say this is an incredible map. The cinematics are incredible. I think as far as everything goes, I mean, it looks fantastic. And the combat is there. I mean, there really is. I mean, there's some incredible heavy hitters here. Task Force is cleaning up this left connector. And again, that's just a flat out, they're taking it. I think they might have this one here. They're definitely regrouping. They're playing it smart. They're not getting those clipped out here. They definitely have the bodies for this one. So if they do not walk away with this, I am very curious to see what's going on. And as far as I could tell, all their heavy hitters are still up. Oh my gosh, they just got Jacob. Paprika's down. Oh, Gully is down. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dang, they got him. Okay, here we go. One more. They're gonna up down him. It's a give up. Oh, he didn't have a chance. It's 1-7, ladies and gentlemen. 1-7. They got a little comfortable over there. Yo, honestly, I told you that left connector, if they can offset that, that's when you know it's just gonna hit in the bag. So fantastic, it's incredible. You gotta love to see it. So very good, very good. Now I am kind of wondering here. So you got Turkey of the Dwarves. That's a beautiful name. A lot of these are hilarious. Fires sunk. Right, give up. That's just priceless. Charmy McPen. Oh my god, they probably threw their name in like a Lord of the Rings name generator and threw them out. That is priceless. That is priceless. I gotta be honest. It is incredible. And again, right here in the mid is just, they're going heavy right here. So they're going aggressive. They shuffled it out, so it's no longer aggressive, and they're capitalizing on that. We see some last minute body shuffles. Seems like there's a little bit of communication going on here. We got 2 bodies shifting out over here. They're restacking the left-hand connector here. Oh, you got Primo. Yep. They're tucking him in. Paprika's getting him in line. He's like, hey, yeah, you guys know where you're going. See, there's a heavy bit of communication here. Task Force did not adjust to that, which is kind of crazy, considering anytime you move somebody into one area, you think, oh, it's going to be nasty. That's just my thought process. So it looks like everyone's ready. And here they go. I'm gonna be curious to see how this plays out right here. Again, a bunch of heavy hitters right here in the mid. Hyper aggressive. Yep. They're going for the gap. Big gap here. Got the stabs off. First kill goes to Patty. Incredible beings. Oh my gosh, dude, that shuffle just put the nail in the coffin. I think. I don't think they had a chance to recover from that. And even then, they had a kind of a heads up. You could literally see it. It wasn't even like they rolled out and they shuffled it. You know, they literally saw him like, hey, go there, go there. You know what I mean? I would have been a little concerned about it. I would have probably been like, hey, watch out. You don't want to get caught up in that. So, super curious, super curious. I am wondering how that's gonna be, but fantastic. I gotta admit, fantastic. No complaints from my end for sure. And then we're about halfway through the game here. Again, still a lot of level playing ground here, a lot to do. I think as a whole they have it right. There's nothing really that they could do. I mean, there's a lot that Task Force could do. It's just I don't think they have the bodies where they need them. There's just a couple individuals that are just leaving gaps in the line, and I think that's causing issues. And then the other thing is, right, they're a lot of these players, they know when to go, right? Like they see that gap, they know when to go up and down, and the communication is clearly there, right? They could just feel it through their team. A lot of them have played together for a number of seasons.
Pleased to meet you.
Yep. Oh, here we go. We got clean hits. Oh, clean blocks over here on the right-hand side. They're maintaining it. Task Force, I think they have it. They're getting their blocks off this time. You can see here. Yep, the backstabs are there. Oh, it's a 1v2 situation here on the right-hand side. Oh, and they got him. They got him in the back. Definitely going to be reforming the line here. What do we got? 4-8, 4-8, 10, 4-8, 10 versus 10. Okay, 10v10, 10v10. Oh, they did not get the wheel properly. Oh my gosh, they gave him two. They gave him two. Oh my gosh, they're up 3 right now. Dude, that kite was not fast enough. They got him on the kite. I cannot believe that worked. Are they going to muscle their way through it? Yes, they did. I got to give them some credit. That kite got him. I was not expecting it to. I thought it wasn't going to play out that way, but they definitely won him on the kite. That 10v10, they would have had it. They muscled through it. If they just didn't get that one last bit off, it might have played out a little differently. There's just so much going on here. And in my opinion, I think that was incredible. So the kite was perfect. Everything played out exactly the way you wanted it to. They kited and pushed at the same time and got that wheel, and they ended up clipping a couple backs. And you can't be doing that, right? Especially when it took them a second to realize what was happening. So definitely showing the infancy of the task force. So definitely very interesting on that one. Now let's see. That was pretty close. I mean, task force almost had that one. I'm not gonna lie. That one was super close. Even if they didn't have the bodies, right? That left connector again is stacked up hard. Huge disparity on that left connector. Obviously on the right hand side, right? For the Lord of the Rings, it's kind of 1v1. They're muscling through it here. They got the blocks off. Definitely a heavy hitter here. Right, yeah, Carjax is putting in work. Yeah, Carjax, I think, is definitely what really is holding the right-hand side up. I mean, it's kind of propped up. Mid is kind of there. But that left connector, when they shuffled that left connector, it's kind of crazy to think about. And if you look here, even Paprika's had a rough time of it, right? So it's not like it's been any different, right? So you have Reddish give up Kintaro. Again, Kintaro's up higher above Paprika, believe it or not. And then again, you flip it over there, if you even look at the rat in the impact ratings. So there's not a lot of trades going on, right? There's not a lot of like overalls. In my opinion, I think it's just going to play out the way it is, right? So even down here on the bottoms, it's not exactly the way you want it. So that's a huge part, especially with Hotspot going down 1-4 off the rip most of the time. Even going in 11 matches in, that's still not too good. I think that's mainly due to because Hotspot is not in the most ideal setup for their play comp. So kind of interesting. A little bit of a slight wheel on the right hand side. They're trying to maintain it. Anchor got the first kill on that one. Huge wave by the Lord of the Rings here, clipping up the left hand side. On their end, definitely got the right hand side a lot to fight through. They're muscling through it. You got a 3v9 situation. They're not going to be able to reform in time. They ended up getting that last clip against Volkul, and again on Volkul, that's happened like 3 or 4 times. So if we go look at Volkul Where's he at here? Find him. Find him. Where'd he go? I'm just curious. I'm not hating. I am only curious. Yeah. He's 8 and 11. Again, so he's not even like it's his fault, honestly, because he does get the kills, right? But it's the same thing where the blocks aren't there, and I think he's just not comfortable with the blocking. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But he's getting clipped a lot in the back. I mean, I think he'd be better off if he just nosedived it and tried to fight and maybe even trade a little bit. I think trading might have helped him out a little bit. And he is getting kills, right, for the record. So at least 70% of the time he's getting a kill. Now, definitely over here on this right-hand side, I'm very curious again to see where exactly, which person is giving it up, right? Pushing that 1v3. Yeah, right there. Boom. That's kind of tough. And the backstab's coming on Eldao. Eldal's going to be trying to holding it. Oh, backstabs again here in the mid. Yep. And you got Blato in a 1v4 situation. Not even ideal. Got up down on that one. Up. Got a couple stuns. Killer Shark is maintaining it hard here. That was pretty good. That was pretty smart on his play. He saw him kite back. Obviously the body disparity's not there. Ooh, good trade by Duke. Excellent. Hot spots going in there. Good hits. Oh, the TKs. Oh, Gubsby. Loves. Oh, dang, that's crazy. That's crazy. And D89 got a TK as well. Well, that's pretty interesting. Couple TKs out there. Definitely. All right, so we're going 112. I think it's coming together. I think they pretty much have the mantra. They got the mojo going on. They know what they're doing. It just comes down to finally executing the rest of it. They again, I think when they did that shuffle, when they readjusted and Task Force did not adjust to accommodate that, I think that's where they couldn't recover anymore. I think that was a lot of it. And it is tough. It is tough on these types of games. I was kind of hoping at least it'd be like, you know, like 7 and 15. You know, I always hope for those. But definitely, you can easily tell exactly the gaps, right? And I think a lot of it is the blocking, right? The blocking is a lot of it. I think there's just a huge gap. And there's just a lot of new players on Task Force, I think is what it is. A lot of new blood. And there's nothing wrong with that. We welcome to the community for sure. But you can see it when going up against some of these veteran players here. Oh, clean hits. Good trade right there. Lob ended up getting Gooba, man. That was fantastic. Ooh, good fighter over here. Ooh, man. Duke is duking it out, man. I'll zip over here real quick. We got a lot going on. We got a 4v1. Well, almost swapped here. Outnumbered 2-1 right now, I think. Yes, sir. Yeah, they're gonna have to muscle through it. Somebody's gonna have to get behind, get a couple back shots on that one. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Oh, he tried to muscle through it. Nope, he didn't make it. Okay. Well, either way, 1 and 13. You got 2 rounds left, potentially. We'll have to see how this plays out. I think it was good. I think Task Force did a fantastic job on that when they stayed alive for a long time. It's just on that last little bit they ended up clipping out. And they didn't have the bodies. That's really, really rough here. Same thing down here. You zip it down. All right, you got JJ. JJ is coming in here 613. J Too Smooth is 613. Volku is 813. Boober is 614. Overall, again, fantastic. But you can just see like where I'm saying like J Too Smooth. That's a newer one. Volku is a newer one. The blocks are not there. They have a couple more. Where did that other guy go? There's one more. Oh, he must have got his blocks off. Yeah, but Blato's another new one. Definitely gotta see how that plays out here. But I gotta say, when you come look at this, right? Sunk, fires, give up, boom, Goomba, right? It's see the beam is one of those that's a new one for me. I'm kind of curious. Just gonna get the first kill in this one. Yep, fires ended up getting in on Boobert. For sure. They're in behind here, getting the backstabs. Eldao did not get his stabs off he needed. And there's a 5-up ratio right now, 6 up, 7 up. Yeah, they're up 7 right now. Lord of the Rings is up 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's no way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this could be the last and final round. I'm kind of excited here. It was very good. I think that was fantastic. There's a lot to like about it. Players were fantastic. Both teams looked great. Costumes look great. Map looked great. I think it's a great start. I hope everyone is having a good time. I hope even Task Force had a good time. There's a lot of good melee combat. Like even still, like even if they're not having, you know, the match go their way, I think they are performing well. So, you know, D89, you guys are cooked. That's hilarious. But I think it's good, right? I don't think that they had, like, you know, I don't think they're bad. I don't think they're bad at all. It's just some of these guys. Like I'm saying, a handful of these guys over here are some animals, and they're getting put in the right place when their decent players are holding in. You know, it's just really good strategy on their part. And again, they even shuffled it again. So since we last called it out, so constantly shuffling. I think they shuffled like 6 or 7 times. I'm constantly changing the players, whereas I think Task Force only shuffled really 3 or 4 times. You know, and one was blatant day as night. So, oh, Bucko! No blocking. Failed him again. You got to learn how to block, buddy. All right, here we go. We got 4 here. Oh, got him. Oh boy. No, he got one. There's one left. Okay. Here's the bodies. It is recoverable. Task Force. Ooh, definitely good hits. Did not get the blocking here in the mid. Ooh. All right, ladies and gentlemen. What a fantastic game. I gotta say, it did come out exactly the way you wanted it to. I gotta figure out why this is like so crazy big. I gotta take all my screenshots here. But again, I hope you guys all had a fantastic time. In my opinion, it was great, right? I hope you guys had a great time. We will catch you guys on the next one, right? But in the meantime, I hope you guys all have a blessed night, and I will catch you on the flip side. Thank you so much.